Recently, a friend of mine told me that she felt guilty that she hadn't accomplished more during the last year of the pandemic. Now, I've heard that a few times, and I have a feeling we're going to be hearing that more and more. As vaccination rates increase, people are going to start talking about the things they've accomplished during the pandemic as a way to measure their last year in progress, in things they've made, in things they've written, in money they've gained, or changes they've made to their lives that made them better than they were in March of 2020. And it's going to seem like a competition, and that anyone who didn't achieve very much somehow lost. But it's not a competition, and it's not a creative incubator or a working vacation. It's a pandemic. And you are not any worse of a person for living through a pandemic and not accomplishing some big project because you did the only thing you had to. You lived. You got up every day and carried the weight of knowing that your actions could put people in danger and made the responsible choice to prevent that. You watched as the news got darker and darker, and 3.3 million people around the world died as their government did little to protect them. You wore a mask outside and lived with the fear of worrying that other people weren't wearing theirs. You watched as the understanding of this disease became so convoluted that people made up their own irresponsible rules for how to handle it. You watched people protest for the quote-unquote right to walk around unmasked, emboldened by a fascist president who couldn't care less if you lived or died. And then when vaccines finally started rolling out, you watched as people denied their efficacy and risked extending the pandemic, all in the name of their so-called freedom. So don't measure your last year in the things you could have done. Measure it in the things you had to do with the unbearable trauma of a worldwide crisis. And pat yourself on the back for waking up yet another day, because that is the only accomplishment that matters.